Death, Episode 9, Dust. Cold open, interior, an MRI machine. We're looking up from Death's perspective at the inside of an MRI machine as the loud banging noise of the machine sounds off for several seconds. Cut to Death's tense but resigned expression. He's aged quite a bit since we saw him last. His hair is almost all gray. When he gets out, he's greeted by a young nurse.
You all right in there?
Yeah,
Done this before?
yeah.
Interior, doctor's office, day. Death sits in regular collared shirt and jeans in a doctor's office, looking a little nervous. The doctor steps in and closes the door, a chart in hand. He sets it on his desk and gets comfortable before looking up at Death.
Mr. Smith.
Grim, please.
Right. How do you feel today, Grim?
Oh, all right today. Some of the days are better than others. You know how it is, getting old.
Speak for yourself, Grim. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you enjoy paying for these tests? Because frankly, I find them tedious to perform. Then there's all the paperwork that comes with them, time spent. I charge top dollar, of course.
I'm not sure
There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing a little more exercise wouldn't fix in a hurry. You eat a lot of red meat? Cut that out and you'll live to be 100.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a vegetarian already. I guess really? Nothing?
Why are you so convinced you're dying?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't felt quite myself. I feel like I'm wearing thin, I guess. I'm always worried I'm going to get sick with something terrible.
Do you get sick much? I can't think of a single time you came to me with something I could actually do anything about.
Well, no, not often. And I guess I just figure I'm due.
Smith, Grim, please. You have too much time on your hands. You worry too much. You focus on the part of life that scares you. That's all death is, you know. Disease, sickness, all that shit. It's just nature. It gets us all in the end. Why don't you try focusing on the positive things in life? You're a healthy man. You getting any pussy?
I mean, yeah.
Good. Do that more. That's my prescription. Nurse, more pussy for Mr. Smith.
What?
Nothing, go away.
The doctor shoos her away and she rolls her eyes and goes. The doctor looks severely at Death.
That pussy is not for you.
It's okay. I've got my own.
I'm changing my prescription anyway. That's my daughter. That's what I live for, making her roll her eyes like that. Don't you get attached to that disdain. That is for me. Forget I made it weird, okay? But you, go home. Get laid and make babies or buy a boat. That's life. Then you won't have time to think you're sick. It won't matter if you're sick. Diapers need change. The school needs paid for. Alternatively, a boat needs a lot of maintenance. Good?
Yeah.
How's your travel shack doing? Must be good. You throw money away on tests. You like it in that MRI machine? You some kind of sadist? Get the fuck out of here. Don't call me until you're bleeding out your eyes, you understand?
Yeah, okay. Jesus.
End of cold open. Death titles. Act 1, exterior. Sunny California beach town, morning. Gray-haired Death's morning routine. He listens to the radio news while reading the paper, eating a bagel, and making a smoothie. Next, Death is running, working up a bit of a sweat, listening to music with his earbuds. His run ends at the beach and he goes into the showers, coming out clean and dressed in khaki pants and a short-sleeved black shirt. Next, we see him walk into a travel agency and drop his duffel bag behind the door, greeting his one employee. Skip ahead to midday. Death is in the office doing the books.
I'm off to lunch, Grim.
Take your time.
After a moment of quiet dullness, a customer walks in. She shyly peers into the office and waits a moment before ringing the bell. Death is quickly at the counter.
We're closed.
Oh, no.
No, I'm kidding. We're never closed. What can I do for you? Barbados, Bahamas, or something with glaciers? I won't judge you.
The thing is, I don't really know where I want to go. I just don't really want to be here.
Yeah, the mortal plane does tend to get a bit dreary. Have you tried Valhalla? It's Viking heaven. A sight hard to get to, what with the angry gods and all that, but lovely this time of year. No matter what the Irish tell you.
You're too funny to be a travel agent.
Yeah, not my first gig. What do you like to eat? That's a pretty good indicator where you should go next. What's your favourite dish on this great green earth?
What a line.
Sorry?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. For a second, I thought you were asking me out.
Would you like me to?
Well, well, I don't know. I don't even know your name.
Now, what's the point? You're skipping town in the morning once we get you sorted. Or would this old husk of a beach town be a little more agreeable with some proper company?
The customer is still smiling, but taken aback. Interior, restaurant, night. Cut to customer and Death laughing over a nice meal, then a montage of them traveling to Paris, visiting old ruins, etc. Finally, her leaving him love notes and the two of them exchanging rings and kissing on the beach. Interior, Death's house, morning. Death wakes groggy and bleary-eyed. He crawls out of bed to find the customer, now called Cheryl, in the kitchen wearing only his long man's shirt and doing the crossword with a cup of coffee.
Morning.
I drink it all.
Was about to.
Mine now.
Death pours himself the last of the coffee and chugs it. Then he leans in and Cheryl gives him a proper loving kiss.
You are late.
I'm always late. I'm the boss. The only real perk. I think my vision's getting worse.
You need glasses, that's all.
Death looks uncertain. Cheryl walks off and runs the shower. Cut to Death in the MRI machine. Cut to Doctor telling Death to get the fuck out. Cut to Death walking out of the front of the doctor's office and taking a nice long walk. Down the road, he sees a lone, scruffy-looking black dog. Interior, corner store, day. Cut to Death buying a donut and a TV guide.
You still quit smoking?
Yeah, still quit.
You're killing me, Grim.
Better you than me.
As the shopkeeper makes change slowly, Death looks up to the little portable TV in the corner of the shop.
This time on Mysteries in History, a blimp goes missing in World War II. The Unabomber's estranged identical twin and nuclear physicist, and the deadly killer plague of St. Catherine's Hospital.
Exterior, town, day. Death practically sprints down his street, half a donut still in hand, munching the rest. He drops the TV guide in the flower bed and fumbles with his keys at the door. Interior, Death's house, day. Death digs around in the couch cushions for the remote control and turns on the television. There's a picture of Ted Kaczynski fading out.
But alas, as always, we may never know.
I remember you, asshole.
After this commercial break, horror and devastation at St. Catherine's.
Death makes himself a sandwich as the commercials play on mute. He sits to eat and drink a glass of wine. Death unmutes the television as the program comes back.
One of the greatest mysteries of the new century remains largely unexplained. Hundreds of patients and doctors alike seem to have spontaneously contracted a lethal contagion and expired in a matter of minutes. Expert Dr. Argus Narental has another opinion.
There is absolutely no evidence to suggest a pathogen or virus of any kind. What we're dealing with here, from a purely scientific point of view, can only be called a freak supernatural event.
It's at this point Cheryl enters with a bag of groceries and some light shopping.
Hey, you left the door open.
Oh, sorry.
Cheryl goes to work putting things away.
Did you get the message I left you?
No.
Joby called. Something about a chess game in the park.
Oh, yeah, I called him back.
Already?
That was yesterday's message.
Oh, right. What are you watching?
History's mysteries.
Christ, how can you watch that garbage?
Fact is stranger than fiction, love.
Well, have fun. Don't eat anything else. I'm cooking pad thai later.
Okay.
But strangest of all is the more than curious case of the only missing person from St. Catherine's, an off-duty nurse by the name of Regina Annabelle Shaw.
There's no question in my mind she had something to do with it. I just really couldn't say what. As far as a possible pathogen goes, the only evidence is what was recovered of some kind of animal carcass that was found conclusively not to have been contaminated with anything but a rare genetic irregularity. And Shaw had no background in anything of the sort. It's an utterly baffling series of details and an absolutely astonishing clusterfuck of a truly one-of-a-kind occurrence.
A picture of Gina appears on the screen. Death seems to feel nothing at this but morbid curiosity.
Nurse Shaw was never seen again after the day, though several eyewitness accounts placed her at the scene. But if Gina Shaw was involved in the tragedy of St. Catherine's, She never struck again. That famed day of death in this now abandoned and demolished Manhattan hospital remains a unique and singular story and one of the most perplexing cases in supernatural and supermedical history.
End Act 1. Act 2. Interior, Death's travel agency, day. Death walks out of the office with a bag lunch to employee.
Back in a bit.
Exterior, town, day. Death exits the corner shop with a drink and crosses the street to eat in the park. As he does, he sees the dog again and whistles after it.
Oi! Morning. Mate!
A car suddenly swerves to miss the dog, barreling around the corner out of nowhere and banks up onto the curb before hitting a fire hydrant and going up on two wheels, landing upside down in the street. A truck comes speeding around the same way and plows right into the overturned car. Screams are heard. Death drops his things and moves toward the smashed car. The panicking truck driver throws it into reverse and is swiftly gone. People are beginning to come to the scene, but Death is closer. The dog is long gone.
Hey! Hey!
Deciding the truck's not worth it, Death looks into the car and beats away some glass to get to the girl inside. The shopkeeper is watching from the storefront.
Louis! Ambulance! Now!
The shopkeeper goes into the store to call. Death can hear the distant patter of people running to aid, but the look in the girl's eyes tells him all is lost. He takes her hand.
It's all right, love.
The girl unbuckles herself and falls to the roof of the car.
No, don't. Oh.
Death crawls in with her and holds her bloody face. She's crying and terrified. Death gets in close and holds her as best he can. She clings to him and whimpers.
I'm scared.
Nothing to be afraid of. This is the hard part, believe me. All over in a moment.
She pleads with Death with her eyes. He doesn't know what to do. A moment passes. Death looks around. People are surrounding the car and looking in, asking questions. Several people are dialing cell phones. Death turns back to the girl, who is now turning quite pale. He sings her the French song Carl sang to Mary in a quiet moment centuries ago in the woods. When he finishes, she is gone, her face somehow calm. After a moment, Death removes himself from the vehicle. Police sirens roar in the distance, and the mob of people aren't sure what to do. Death walks like some kind of zombie. He looks all around, but does not seem to find what he is looking for. Finally, he gives up and goes to sit on the curb. The little black dog finds him and sits by his side. A couple licks of blood, and he is off again. Death does not look up or answer anybody until the police arrive. Interior, Death's house, late afternoon. Death comes in and finds Cheryl asleep on the couch. He creeps quietly past her and showers, washing the blood away and seeming so very alone. Cut to dinner with Cheryl, where she asks,
Anything exciting happened today?
Same old, same old.
Exterior, Death's house, night. Before bed, Death stares out at the universe in the dark of his backyard. He drops the garbage at the cans and takes his time nursing his beer, looking out on his street. Interior, Death's house, night. Cheryl puts down her book and kisses Death goodnight. She turns off the light and snuggling up by him while he watches TV. It's a rerun of the hospital drama from Death episode 1.
Don't stay up too late. This shit rots your brain.
Cut to later, the TV off. Death lies awake in bed next to sleeping Cheryl a while before finally starting to drift off. Exterior, Death's dream, Nightmare Beach, nightish. Death opens his eyes on a sparkling white sanded beach. It's night and the moon is high, like a pop art painting, but there's also a dark star setting like the sun, burning dark orange and giving off very little colorful glow in the atmosphere, mostly pinks and purples with a bit of dancing yellow and blue. At the other end of the beach is a massive fuchsia planet with countless rings and an exploded moon hovering in static decay. He looks behind him and sees that the beach stretches back forever into an impossible desert with a few species of cacti. Death rises in bare feet, black slacks, and an open-at-the-chest white-collared shirt. He walks the beach a bit, taking in the sight. Seagulls, or possibly buzzards, swoop overhead. The sea twinkles silver, reflecting the enchanting sky. Something catches Death's eye. He looks up the beach, around the rocky bend. There, standing at least 8 feet tall, is a dark hooded figure with a sickle. The hooded one reaches out a skeletal finger and beckons to Death. Death takes a deep breath and obliges, walking slowly to the figure. Death reaches the hooded one and stands his ground.
Hey, is that supposed to be me? I suppose it was, for a time.
The hooded one motions to a long, ancient-looking boat, oars already in the water, anchored by a chain.
You want me to get in there?
The hooded one holds the pose.
All right, don't get your knickers in a bunch.
Cut to Death rowing. The hooded one sits silent and motionless.
Is this how you get all the girls?
Here Death notices the boat is leaking severely and suddenly. It begins to sink as he rows.
Hey, we got a leak here, fella. We're sinking. Hey, wake the bloody hell up, we're sinking.
The hooded one allows this to happen, and Death drops the oars and stands, quickly immersed in water to his ribs. Death begins to swim away, panicked. Cut to underwater shot of the hooded one grasping Death's ankle with a skeleton hand. Unable to resist, Death is pulled under the water, and the two of them, along with the steadily falling boat and oars, sink hard and fast to the sea floor. Death screams and his air escapes in bubbles. On the sea floor, Death finds he can walk, and the hooded one, garments drifting about the water, ushers him forward. The boat hits the sea floor behind them and splinters apart, rotted through. The hooded one leads Death past several scary-looking dark water fish monsters to a cave opening. Reluctant, Death swims through. On the other side, the two come up in a dark cave lit with torches through a pool of the dark water. Death gasps and heaves for air and stumbles up from the deep. The hooded one trudges swiftly into the shallow path that leads to another boat, this one with a long pole to guide it along the dark channel. The hooded one gets in and takes the pole.
Oh, a gondola. Lovely. Yeah, let's take that. You gonna take a turn? You sure? I was just getting my second wind. Okay.
They move forward, and the walls of the cave begin to chirp and squeak. Death spots rats crawling along the etched workings. Bugs scatter across strange markings and engravings. The end of the tunnel becomes visible, and Death focuses his attention. The hooded one moves the boat forward with an ease and says nothing. Music increases as we move through a passage into a grand hall, like a stadium or a coliseum, only its scope is difficult to take. Its darkness is boundless, though lower levels are lit with torches like the rest of the structure. Emaciated corpse-like creatures howl and moan and reach up from the waters, failing to slow the boat. Death recoils. As they move forward, he sees that the rows and rows and levels of the space are filled with these horrid moaning souls.
What is this place? Can it even be real? Is this where they all ended up, or just the worst half?
The hooded one does not respond. It just keeps moving the boat steadily along.
This isn't where I took them. How did they all end up here? When HHR closed, I never imagined this. Horror.
Death tries to look at the face under the hood.
You. Are you me? Is this what I've amounted to? Is this my own legacy?
The hooded one turns now, no longer moving the boat, and looks with the void of the darkness within its hood directly at Death and raises a single bone finger to where its lips are not. Death stares back, not wanting to know, but he must. He speaks in almost a whisper.
Is that you, Jin?
With the moans increasing in the background, the hooded one slowly reaches up to pull back its hood. Death looks like he could cry, a man defeated, but when the hood is pulled back, it is instead the void itself. Death's expression contorts with relief, vile revulsion, and disbelief.
You.
Me! Hello! Did you miss me? My dear, brooded sweetness?
Esther.
Oh, careful now. Haven't you seen a film? Naming things gives them power. Death.
I go by Grim these days.
It suits you.
You survived, Joby, of course. What would the world be without so much dull winding down? But why did you bring me here? This isn't Gina's work. I don't know where she's been taking them all, but she would never.
Oh, my dear, sweet Death, such misguided faith. She will not last any more than you, nor will any of them. In the end, they all go to my realm. You're all on your way there. And time is running out.
Well, we all get our moment in the sun, but some of us never learn our place. This has been another fun detour. Now kindly fuck off.
With a swift motion, Death grabs the pole and strikes Esther, toppling the boat. She seems unbothered by this at first, but then the corpse souls grab at her and pull her into the darkness, screaming. Death chokes out as the souls pull him down as well, corpse fingers pulling at his lips.
See you when we see you, old girl.
Interior, Death's house, night. Slowly, Death lifts his eyelids. He's in his bed with Cheryl. He looks to the moon out the window and whispers.
But not yet.
And Act 2. Act 3. Interior, Death's house, very early morning. Death rises early and is dressed in t-shirt and shorts for a run. He kisses Cheryl as she sleeps. Cheryl coos softly. Death goes. Exterior, town, very early morning. Death jogs with the sun just starting to creep up. Behind him, the doctor comes speeding along on the very chic, fast bicycle, singing loudly. He does not say hi to Death. Death watches him go and mutters between breaths.
Prick.
Exterior beach, early morning. When Death reaches the beach, he stops at a drinking fountain and takes in the view of the rising sun, hands on his knees. It's a nice moment and he takes it in. Then Death spots the little black dog trotting along and nipping at the foaming waves as they wash up onto the sand.
Hello again, you bloody bastard.
Death casually walks up the beach toward the dog, thinking maybe he'll play or follow him home. When Death gets too close, the dog takes off again. Death is in no mood to chase him.
Fine. Go then, you wee little tramp. Good luck with the trash piles.
Death looks around the beach again, takes off his shoes, and digs his toes into the cool, wet sand. He seems to be genuinely enjoying himself when something catches in the corner of his eye. Death looks down the beach to see Gina, looking back at him. She is smiling. Her hair is up in a sort of punky sway. She is wearing a white, light, flowy short dress. Death is a bit disturbed by the possible implication of her presence, but smiles nonetheless with abandon to see his old friend.
Am I dreaming?
Always a charmer.
Aye.
Don't know how to turn it off. Yeah.
You look good, Jen.
You look quite crap.
Yeah.
Did no one tell you about moisturizer?
It's so good to see you. But force of habit, maybe in my current line of work, I have to ask, business or pleasure?
Can it be a bit of both?
Ah, crap. All this running for nothing. Heart attack?
Does it matter?
Just want to know what's about to hit me.
Well, that's the good news. It's already over.
Come again?
Someone up there must like you. You went in your sleep.
You mean?
You left your body in your bed, silly.
Fitting. That whole run I was worried I forgot my keys.
Blood clot. I'm sorry. Probably thought you had more time.
Figures. Hey, I got what anybody gets. A shot.
I think you actually might have lived more than anyone.
Well, things considered, as much. You disappeared.
I know. What kind of life would you have had with death in your shadow?
Was there any way?
Well, are you ready?
I think so. Well, to tell you the truth, I've been looking forward to returning to the stars again. Yeah, I figured it out. Of course, that's where you've been taking us. When HHR shut down, it was the only thing that made sense. Good old Gina Shaw. All mercy, no judgment. You're a better death than I ever was. I mean that, Jean. Just one thing, please. A favour. Watch out for Cheryl for me. I mean, she'll be fine. Just keep the arseholes off her, will you?
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you will. You always did. I'm so proud of you, Jean.
Thank you, Grim. It's time.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be more fitting if I were to go out with the sunset instead of the sunrise?
I suppose it's all relative. The sun's just setting now in China. Want me to take you there?
Nah, skip it.
Indulge me then. Are you at all curious about the possibility of meeting your maker?
Yeah. Thing is, I sort of lied about that. I was supposed to meet him for chess this afternoon.
Gina lands the kiss, and in a flash of light, she is alone on the beach. She opens her eyes and looks around her. She spots a little black dog a ways away. It growls at her and runs off whimpering. Gina smiles a sad but satisfied smile, trots up a few paces, and sits in the sand to watch a glorious sunrise. We watch with her. It is breathtaking. Fade out and series. Beautifully done, guys. Thank you.
Beautifully done.
It was brilliant.
All right. So, guys, if you do want to say something, as normal, you can leave your name in the chat and I'll call it out. Phil, do you have anything you'd like to say or any questions you'd like answered, maybe?
I'm just curious how satisfying this ending is, and beyond that, give me what you got.